So what's the one thing that we all say we just don't have enough of? It's time, my friends, it's time. But the truth of the matter is, we have all the time in the world. It's just a matter of what are we doing with it? You know, because all of us are given that same nut, that same amount of time. And how we choose to actually use it is that key point, our choice. It's our choice. So we all say, man, I just don't have time. I wish I had time to do this. I wish I had time to do that. Well, I'm telling you, my friends, we can get that time back. And we can do it two simple ways. Number one, we can eliminate. And number two, we can delegate. So let's talk about eliminating. There are many things that we're doing in our lives that are time wasters, that are truly not giving us an end result. And here's how we can actually say, well, what do I keep and what do I turn away? First things first, step number one, let's make a list. Let's make a quick list of exactly what we want, exactly what we wish we could be doing with our time. Number two, let's look at what we're actually doing with our time, literally by keeping a strategic, to the minute record, let's just say, of a couple days of time. What are we actually doing with our time? How much time are we spending on YouTube, watching TV, just wasting time, whatever it may be, right? So then we eliminate those meaningless tasks and we start to actually plug in the things that we actually want to be doing with our time. That's one way to do it, all right? So that's the elimination factor. We eliminate the stuff that's time wasting and we replace it with the stuff that we want to be doing. And the second way we can do that is through delegation. Delegation. So, you know what? Let's talk about mowing the lawn here. You know, I just do not want to mow the lawn. I have zero value in doing that. Yet, I don't really have the money to replace it. All right, but I would love to, I don't have, it cost me $50 to get it mowed or whatever it may be, but I don't have the income to replace that $50 or whatever it may be, but I would love to get rid of it. So how do I do that? Well, you could actually make sure that whatever you're replacing that time with, let's just call it 2 hours. Let's just make sure that 2 hours that we're spending is full of activity in some way, shape, or form that's going to be leading to or directly producing more than the cost of that $50 and you've been able to replace it right there. Or maybe it's just little things that you're like, oh my gosh, I would absolutely pay someone to do this, but I feel like I need to do it because it's my thing or whatever it may be. Well, maybe you decide, you know what, I'm just going to delegate this. I'm going to hire, a virtual assistant, which is available everywhere, and I'm going to say, you know what, for $10, $12 an hour, I'll be able to delegate X, and they'll be able to take care of this for me. And what I'll be providing for them is a job, and income, which is going to be huge for them as well. So there's beauty in delegation. So those two different variables we can eliminate or we can delegate. And I hope you got a ton out of this today here, because this has changed my life right here, and it's enabled me to shape the life that I want more. Now, is it instantaneous? No, but it's the same way. It's a process. But if you've created your list that you actually want to be doing with your time, then it's just a matter of starting to chip away at it, and before you know it, you're gonna be there. So I hope you got a ton of content out of this today here and some great value. So appreciate you spending your time with me, and hope you have an incredible rest of your day. Take care.